guys, welcome back to the GSTL finals here in Las Vegas. StarTale down a game now. Marine King looking unstoppable. Can Squirtle break his streak?
It's gonna be really, really hard. Squirtle is a top-notch player, but so is Marine King, and he showed in the past that he is just incredible. And this time he's facing another Protoss after already defeating Parting. So now we have another PvP coming up on Metropolis.
This is going to be such a good match to watch, man. Can Squirtle fill the holes in Parting's play? That is going to be it. That is going to be basically what we're going to see here. What sort of build are we going to see from Marine King? Are we going to see that same 2 medevac +1 timing attack?
And apparently Marine King transformed into Ghost King Prime. That's actually a trick I haven't seen before. Pretty interesting. He looks the same though.
He looks the same, man.
That's really a bad transformer. He only changed his name, not his appearance.
All right, we're going to get into the game now without any further delays. The map is Metropolis. Can Squirtle break the reign of Marine King, or will the streak continue here at the GSTL finals? Let's find out now with Wolf and Caldor.
And it is showtime in the in the sixth set between Prime and StarTale on Metropolis. This time we have
StarTale, Squirtle!
Starting to the right side of the map. And wow, he is looking so focused right now. And he needs to be, because he is facing none other than the King of Marines. Starting to the bottom of the map in the blue color, we have once again
Marine King Prime!
And this game, Marine King is changing things up already, taking a gas in TVP, something he very rarely does, and I can't wait to see what he has planned. We may see some sort of tank Banshee play out of him this time.
And guys, keep in mind, if Marine King is able to defeat Squirtle and suddenly only one player is left for the StarTale team, there will only be one last man standing. So will Squirtle be able to avenge his teammates, or will he lose to Marine King as well? This is going to be so exciting. This is so much pressure, especially on Squirtle right now. I certainly don't envy him.
I do not either, man. This is going to be so stressful. I mean, we have not only just a clan war where one team is down a point, but we have one where we've had an emotional game where things went awry. Things have been a little bit difficult for the StarTale team. Even Bomber looked like he was going to win. He couldn't quite do it. The emotions have got to be running high right now.
Yeah, especially given the one regame that we had, which is obviously a really big issue in this finals, and will definitely be something that's going to be talked about in the future as well. Double gas now in the main base of Squirtle, and
a Reaper on the way for Marine King. He made a very fast tech lab. He may try to do a Reaper expand with, of course, mostly Mirage, just doing the Marauder expand, starting with a Reaper, as there is a command center now being made in the main base. The Reaper will not only allow him to scout, but he may be able to take a kill or two on those probes.
We've seen a lot of different strategies on Metropolis, and Marine King is going for an expansion build, while in the past we've seen a lot of Terran players just sticking to a one-base attack. You can go for very effective drop play, especially on the positions that we currently have. But at the same time, Marine King is rather known for being a macro-style player, and now one of the Stalkers really getting into a good position to deny the scout, but not... Oh, that was close.
That was a very close call indeed.
I actually thought he would be able to get into the main base.
Yeah, he just barely had vision of that. That was really close. The robotics is finishing up here for our Protoss player Squirtle. He's got both of his gases. He's got 2 gates going up. Looks like he wants to do an older style gate, robo-gate build, and the Reaper gets spotted right away. Force field goes down, but the Reaper survives.
A little bit of a fail field here, not doing anything. And double kill.
Yep, the probe does go down, but as does the Reaper. Stim, or rather combat shields, almost done here for Marine King as he adds 2 additional barracks. Back at home, he's making Marines rather than Marauders. Kind of a riskier way to play this style, but based on what he's seen now with the Reaper, it's going to be actually completely fine.
At this point, we have the +1 attack upgrade, we have the expansion for Squirtle, and the harvester count at this point in time is 26 to 23, and once again Marine King adding a lot of reactors. His marine attack was something that was really hard to hold for parting in the games on Entombed Valley, and actually cost him the game in the second game, in the regame. So this might be something that he's going to try once again, focusing on a lot of bio units, a ton of Marines with help of these reactors, and then just start to attack once more.
Yeah, I think you're right here. Now, something to note with what's been happening in this game so far is basically Squirtle is playing so safe with that Robo, but it puts him behind in the way that his Nexus is late. He has a few sentries out, but he can't really be aggressive with those. So what's going to be his next step? Is he going to try to take a faster throw? Is he going to try to go for Colossi? What sort of pressure is he going to put on Marine King?
We am right now building the first Immortal. You could actually also try to go for a bit of an Immortal attack here and put a bit of gateway pressure behind it. So this might be one of the options that he's going to choose here. At the same time, we have Marine King now with the expansion on the low ground, and obviously one thing that you can also do is just hide an expansion. We've seen this in the past in the GSL, that a player just decided to get another base on the opposite side of the map, and there's still one of the SCVs. I don't think that it's really going to happen. But for example, even Huck tried to hide a little bit of tech on this map, and there is already a pylon building.
Yep, there goes that pylon. Now, he does have a second Immortal about to pop. He's put his Immortal to the side, so if an SCV tries to run in, he won't see it. He may just try to go with 2 Immortals and attack, hit with that Observer to kind of pick off the supply depot at the top on the high ground. He might do a push like that using the great sentry count that he has right now. But this type of build is a little bit risky. It's not quite all in, but if you make too many mistakes, you become too far behind. In a situation where he's already slightly behind since his opponent has tech coming along nicely, he's had his command center up for longer. What will Squirtle do here? It looks like he is going to move out with these 2 Immortals. A third one is about to pop.
He's going for exactly the Immortal attack that we talked about already. One thing that he has to take care of later on is, of course, the drop play of Marine King, which is very likely on these positions. But first of all, he has to defend against this attack. The starport is just switching over to the reactor. Stim is done. The first medivacs being built, warping in a few stalks in order to make this push even stronger, and the 3 Immortals are on the move as Marine King is moving out.
Here he goes. He's actually going to get caught. Those force fields are not the best, though.
They are actually really, really bad. Bad force fields by Squirtle, but still the bunker is gone, and Marine King kind of losing his defense here.
Yeah, this is such a strong push with the Observer as well. He can pick off the depot. If he gets that tech lab, it's going to mean no concussive shells. Looks like he's going to get the barracks first, and that'll accomplish the same goal. But Marine King stims in. He's trying to target down the Immortals. He has so many Marines here. This is actually such a close battle right now with the medivacs out and with Stim. Marine King should be able to win this fight if he micros correctly.
One of the Immortals is already down. He had to pull all his SCVs as well. 80 supply against 77 additional units being warped in by Squirtle right now. And is he going for attack once more? We have the rocks being attacked. He wants to make sure that his opponent can not only use 2 or 3 force fields in order to block him off.
Yep, that's a very good point. The factory does float in here to scout what is going on, and it looks like Squirtle is going to go home. Marine King has continued to pull his SCVs. He's going for this attack. He's not going to wait. I really like this choice here since he's lost a few of his harvesters, and since his opponent's composition is so Immortal heavy, he's got those stalkers in the mix. Since he has medivacs out and Stim, this attack could be deadly right now. The army supply 46 to 43, a very even supply. These SCVs though getting trapped.
The SCVs all get trapped down a little bit too fast, and they pay for it, and they pay dearly. Now the rest of the army arrives, but he killed so many SCVs right now. He killed 13 in total already, so that was really well done. 87 against 81 supply, and here finally comes Marine King's army. Is it going to be enough? No.
And it looks like these Immortals are doing a great amount of damage to the Marines, targeting down as many units as they can. More warping in though. The probes being pulled off the line. This looks really close, but I think Squirtle may have held. More Marines running in here though. This is such a tense battle.
It really is that sort of stalkers, but Marine King is losing a lot. Those medivacs are so important to him right now. He's using his micros, backing off
the
again.
medivacs push him through here. I cannot believe it.
He takes
Marine King
just one game away from winning the GSTL Finals. Up next now for StarTale, their final player of the night, and one of their most reliable as well. Give it up for StarTaleQ!
Oh, wow. Bringing out the big gun, StarTaleQ here. He looks the strongest. He was the one to defeat Marine King last time, and they have saved, in a way, the best for last for this matchup. But Marine King is not the last player they will have to face. It's just the last one they're going to face for now.
It is kind of the worst scenario possible for StarTale here. The map will be dual side, and now it's up to Curious to decide the team battle in favor of his team. Prime only needs one additional win to claim the title.
That's all they need. If Curious makes any mistakes in this game, the clan war will be over, man. It'll be over in favor of Prime, and Marine King is looking unstoppable right now. I'd hate to be in Curious's shoes. Curious looking very, very prepared here. Curious, a player who said several times in interviews, time and time again, he detaches himself from his emotions when he steps into the booth. He steps into that booth, he puts his keyboard into the USB port, and he sits down, thinks for a second, and then his emotions are gone. He's able to sit in that booth as the stone cold killer that is Curious. This guy's ZBT win rate is not the best in the world, but he was able to defeat Marine King last time. He was the only one who could do it.
Exactly, that's so true, and now he is facing him on a dual side. This is going to be so intense, and this could potentially be the last match here. This is so exciting. It could be the last match. If Marine King is able to take him down, then Prime claims the title here, and Marine King would have contributed so much to it.
Absolutely so. I would definitely call him the MVP of the day if he's able to do it here. I saw him on the bench, but you guys saw shots of him. He looked really stressed out and nervous. The decision to pull his SCVs and go in that last game was a crazy one to make. It was really smart though, and that just shows Marine King's knowledge of this game, how much he practices, how many times he's been in a scenario like this. He looked brilliant. He just barely took out Squirrel, but he did it.
He had a little bit of a problem when a few of those SCVs were caught off guard. The Marines not fast enough to keep up with them, and then suddenly he lost already 13 of them without actually participating in the fight. But in the end, Squirtle just did not have enough units, and thanks to the Medivacs, he claimed to be the victor.
Absolutely so. Well, Caldor, the countdown is starting. I am ready for this match. Are you?
Definitely am. So let's have a look at StarTale against Prime, Terran against Curious against Marine King.